So, welcome to this channel called Grow Your Business. Okay, you know you're here, okay, and you know you're in the right place if one, you're a business owner, okay, and you're already making income. Okay, so my strategies are not really for the brand new business owner, okay? If you're at that place, there are a ton of other people that you can follow. My goal is to help you expand your income. Okay, to have a couple of different legs so that your business is not dependent upon one income. Okay, so what does that look like? So that looks like here's some people I've worked with, bloggers who are getting ad revenue, who have affiliates, but what else can they add? They add memberships, they add digital magazines, they add other affiliates. They typically add digital products, okay, especially if you're a blogger. Okay, so it brings in like most of my business owners triple, quadruple their income. Okay, I have worked with real estate agents who you only buy a house once every 10 to 15 years, I think on average. And so we work through like, how can you bring in more using your email? How can you bring more in using summits and using different online courses to help you bring in more income so that those people that maybe are interested in buying a house or have bought a house from you, they're still giving you money month after month. Okay, so being able to use some of that, I have worked with chiropractors and physicians and massage therapists to have this path so that those few minutes that you have with your patients expands. Okay, so that you're able to, and it's not for many of you, it's not about just making money, it's about making a difference. It's about taking the gift that God has given you and being able to expand that. And so that's what this channel is. So where do you start? Okay. The first thing I would tell you, I have a great email opt-in that just talks about just putting all the pieces together. And I walk through several pieces of income that you might not have thought about. You do it. Okay. So that would be where I would start. If you're just kind of needing an overall strategy, that's where I would start. Okay. The second email opt-in, if you're kind of past that point, you're like, honey, I have my strategy down pat. is I have a opt-in that's what income sources should you provide based upon where your business is and your personality. Okay. I'll give you a really great example. I don't love sending out physical products. Like if you're wanting me to have an online store that requires me to send out a ton of physical products, that's just not a good fit for me. Okay. And so digital products and me love each other. So knowing your personality, okay, and it's just a really easy checklist. It just gives you some ideas, even ideas of how to monetize your Facebook, how to monetize your YouTube. Okay, so those are the two email opt-ins that I have. If you're needing just, you feel like you're kind of all over the place and you're like, I just need a strategy. I'm not even sure like what are the sources of income, what would be best for my business, then I do offer strategy calls. Okay, so if that's you and you want me to sit down and comb through your business, I look at your website, your email opt-in, your emails, your Facebook groups, if you have them, all the stuff, pages, all the stuff. And I give you a plan, a written plan. You have 60 days of support from me. And you get to know exactly what I would work on. Okay. Exactly where I think that you need to go. Okay. And we meet on the phone, so, or on Zoom. So if there's something there that you're like, some people go, I don't really want to do that. Cool. Then let's figure out a little bit of something else. Okay. But that strategy session, okay, that strategy plan is going to give you a step by step. Okay. So if that's what you're needing, that's where I would schedule one of those because I only do a few of those a month. Okay. So I would definitely get on my schedule for that. But look, your business has way more potential than you probably even think it does. And usually 99.9% of the time, it's easy stuff that you can simply implement. Okay. A lot of it's digitally stuff that you can simply download and be able to have income coming in, whether you're awake or asleep. So I would tell you that's where I would start. One, you need a strategy. Okay. My playlists are set up to where it's email, Facebook, Instagram. Like, I want you to start where you need some help. And that's what I love about the strategy plan is that I kind of will kind of guide some of that. Okay. So that you'll know, like, watch this video. And I have a ton of training for the workbooks, videos, all of that. Okay. And so depending on what you need, you'll get that workbook at no extra cost. So start there. Okay. And look, if you're brand new, don't have any ideas, aren't even sure, I will tell you, you can start with a strategy session. Okay. But you got to have a little bit of an idea where you want to go, what you're interested in. Like, we need to kind of figure that out a little bit. Okay. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. Welcome to the channel though. Okay. Start in the playlist where you're like, first of all, I would start with the opt-in and figure out what is that strategy? What are the things that you need to be working on? Okay, because that will help you. And start from there. Okay. If you ever have questions, just put them in the comments. Okay. I read every comment. I answer every comment. Okay. So that's the best place to get a hold of me. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Welcome. Okay. I have no doubt that as you work through the thing, that you will be able to just grow your business. The more money you make, the more people you get to impact, and the more change that you make in people's lives. And that's the best part, right? So, anyway, welcome.